I know that voice.
It's simulating James Corden's voice because it says it calms me down.
What is with you and James Corden?
Oh, Dennis, listen. Okay, Carol is kind of flipping out right now. So I need you to do that best friend thing where you calm her down and then she does whatever you say.
I know it's Octavia Spencer.
Okay, now you didn't tell me it was Octavia Spencer. Now that's a horse of a different color, okay? Hi, Octavia. Your work in The Help was amazing.
Minnie don't burn no chicken.
Hi everyone, I'm Dom Griffin. I'm a film critic and you're watching the Armchair Auteur. This is an ongoing video series I do where we review new movies, old movies, talk about screenplay analysis, that sort of thing. So if you like movies and you like film culture and you like to see people pick it apart, please consider subscribing. Today we're going to be reviewing the new HBO Max original film, Superintelligence, starring Melissa McCarthy, directed by her husband Ben Falcone, and yeah, it's a movie. Superintelligence is sort of a very typical movie for the COVID release season in the sense that it was supposed to come out last year, got pushed back, and then because there's no way to release it theatrically and make money, it ends up here on a streaming platform. These movies, many of them are being released recently that I'm reviewing them that we're all watching because we have nothing better to do. The thing they all have in common is that they're essentially movies I would have not even used MoviePass to see for free. But because there's no new real movies coming out, every time a new one hits Netflix or Hulu or HBO Max or Prime or whatever, we watch it because we're starved for new movies. Like, it's kind of embarrassing. The movie follows an average woman named Carol, played by Melissa McCarthy, who becomes the target of a study by the world's first sentient AI, a superintelligence that wants to better understand humans by examining what he feels to be the most average person on Earth, a chubby white woman who has difficulty finding a job. Cy, superintelligence for short, begins to make improvements to Carol's life, largely material additions like paying off her debt, making her rich, getting her a Tesla, all in the hopes to motivate her to do all the things she said she wants to do for years but never has achieved. Primarily, this focuses on trying to rekindle a romance with her ex-boyfriend, played by Bobby Canavale, as a goofy but charming creative writing professor. At its best, the movie works as a cute rom-com wherein the ultimate extrapolation of a digital assistant, sort of a Siri with a god complex, helps a hapless woman reconnect to life and come closer to happiness than she's experienced in a long time. McCarthy and Canavale have great chemistry. Tyree Henry is really fun as her best friend character. If it just focused on the love story as its true core, this would be a fun romance with a minor sci-fi bent. But instead, the movie's bloated runtime is more concerned with spinning gags and sequences out of Cy's near-omnipotent abilities and extrapolating the premise to include an end-of-the-world threat and the necessity of multiple side characters who just take up space and don't provide any real color or comedy. Pretty much every movie trying to say something profound about AI in recent years has been a colossal dud, so it's no surprise that the guy who made Tammy fails at it too. But the problem is that they try to tell this story at all. The movie works best when it sticks to the sweet side of McCarthy's comedic chops, where she's a relatable everywoman whose compassion makes the occasional cheap fat girl joke feel like a sweet in-joke and not offensive self-deprecation. But like most modern comedies that don't feature much to laugh at, the movie insists on broad gags that fall flat and an over-reliance on pop culture references and celebrity cameos that engender a nodding kind of acknowledgement, but no real laughter. The fact that Cy is voiced by James Corden for the bulk of the film, and that it's a joke that it chose his voice in the first place, is the biggest reason this movie is more cloying than enjoyable. At a tight 90 minutes, this could have been an adorable little love story that happened to feature a ridiculous sci-fi element. Instead, it's a genuinely bad sci-fi comedy that happens to have a pleasant rom-com subplot. You know, McCarthy is an insanely talented actress, and every time she puts out an interchangeable movie like this compared to her work in, say, Can You Ever Forgive Me, it feels like a real shame. But I guess this is the niche she carved for herself. Regardless, I long for her to step out of that lane more often in the future, because I don't know how many more of these she can really endure. That is my take on Superintelligence. It is a movie, it exists, it has a handful of charming moments. It makes you kind of smile a little bit. I laughed exactly one time in the entire movie, and it was a reference to a Maroon 5 song, so take that as you will. You know, I like Melissa McCarthy a lot. I think she's great. I'm always happy when she has new movies out. I just wish they were good. I wish they were better. I wish they were as good as I think she is as an actress, but I don't know, maybe that'll come later. Maybe she'll get sick of making these corny movies with her husband and try to do some real work, but I don't know. Maybe not. If you guys want to watch it, it's on HBO Max, but there's definitely better stuff you can be watching on HBO Max, so I don't know. It's good dishwashing movie, I guess. If you're washing dishes and it's on in the background, it's kind of cool. Sort of. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the little bell icon to get notifications when I put out new videos. There'll be more new videos in the future. So if you have anything to say about Melissa McCarthy or the movie Superintelligence, feel free to do so in the comments. Or ask me why I bothered watching it. I don't even know. So maybe don't ask that. I'd be really confused. But yeah, thank you guys. I hope everyone's doing well. Take care of yourselves. See you in the next one.